Hey Mustangs! My name is Mackie.
My name is Vivian, and this is Maya.
Hi Maya.
Did you know that there's 3 publications in Homestead?
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, there's the Epitaph, the Pegasus, and the Frontier.
Let's go learn more about them.
What is your name, grade, and position in Pegasus?
My name is Jesus Hernandez Tornes. I'm in 11th grade and my position is an executive photography editor.
My name is Kimmy. I'm a senior. My position in your book is EIC.
So, how does your publication work?
We have maybe 5 to 6 deadlines in a year, and basically each deadline is about 4 weeks long. So we have mini deadlines throughout those deadlines as well. So the first week you're gonna have like the beginning of content collection. So in each mini deadline we have tasks for the students to complete. So for instance, we are on our first week of the spread cycle right now, and this is our second spread cycle. So the first week is going to be stuff like collecting 3 interviews, brainstorming angles, brainstorming design ideas, like getting situated with your partner, all that stuff to set you up for the following spread cycle. And then the second week is going to be more of collecting that content. So it's going to be collecting photos, attending events, collecting more interviews, starting to write stuff like copy and captions, starting to design your spread. The next week is going to be the week where you're putting all of that content you created into your spread. So that's when your design should be finalized, all of your photos should be finalized, all of the interviews should be done in that week, and you should be pretty much finalizing your writing. And then at the end of that week, we do a check-in with everybody where we print out the spreads and we get a grade based off of how complete our spread is. And if there are any like spreads that are particularly behind, editors check in with them and we make sure that they're going to be completed. And then the following week after that is our final week. So this is the week where everything should be done. Of course, it's not always end up like that. Of course, people are behind on interviews, that happens. But by that Thursday, all of the spreads are done. And now we have a late night where everyone stays behind after school until maybe about 9 p.m. And editors take turns checking spreads to make sure they're the best quality, giving corrections to spreads to make sure that they're like the best quality again. And that kind of goes through like a series of checks, starting with copy and design. They're gonna check for their specific rules, and then it's gonna go to managing, and then EIC, which is me, and then my supervisor do a final check. And then after that, the next day sometimes we'll go back and do another recheck of them if we need to, and our index editor will come in and index all of the names and stuff. And then like a few weeks later we get the spreads printed and approved, which is going to be like the exact size of it, how it'll look in the yearbook, and like the texture and stuff.
What makes your publication the best?
I think what makes our publication the best is just the people. You know, yearbook is tough. It's really fun too. You make many things. We do many things. We have like a fun society. We make our own things. We can do like culture in the yearbook, which makes it overall like really good, really inspiring, that people can come to us to see if they need help or not. It's just really open.
Okay, last question. What do you say to someone who's interested in joining yearbook?
I would say 100% join. It's a lot of work, but honestly, the editors and your partners are here to help you. You're not ever forced to do a spread by yourself. You're not ever going to be like thrown out to the sharks to go figure out yourself. There's always going to be a team of editors behind you that want to help you and want you to succeed. And you're going to have a spread partner that's going to help you throughout the whole spread cycle. And honestly, there's such a great community in your book. You're going to meet so many amazing people, and Miss Bridget's an amazing advisor, and you truly create like an amazing community of people who like want you to succeed in and out of your book. It can be high pressure sometimes, especially on late nights, but at the end of the day, it's really exciting to be able to like see a finalized product in your hand of the yearbook. That's not something you get from a lot of other publications, and that's a really cool thing to experience. What do you want me to say about it?
Talk about like a yearbook.
Wait, no, I don't know. This is the yearbook. We spend from like July until May making it. We cover everything from like student life and academics to things like athletics. And of course, we cover like different people, and especially our seniors.
Hi guys, as you know, we are from Homestead's journalism class, the Epitaph. It is currently 5 o'clock p.m. and our second late night of the year. Let's go see what's happening. Hi, Olivia.
Oh, hey!
What are you working on right now?
I'm working on Scoreboard. I'm looking for pictures for the page.
Okay, Olivia, can you tell us what Scoreboard is?
Yeah, so Scoreboard is the page that holds all the sports, and there's quotes and photos of the athletes that tell the season scores.
That is very amazing. Let's see what the next person is doing. Hi, Ella. What are you doing right now?
Drawing.
Drawing for what?
For in-depth.
Can you tell us a little bit about what in-depth is?
Bro, you didn't prepare me. Yeah, so in-depth is basically Lifestyle's huge spread in the middle of the newspaper, and we basically cover a pretty general topic and go into specific parts of it. So we don't have an article and a bunch of different design elements.
That's super cool. Let's see what the next person is doing. Follow me. Jason, can you tell us what you're doing right now?
Basically, I'm editing an ASMR video for our spotlight.
That's super cool. What is the ASMR video about?
Basically, we explain what ASMR is and how it can be useful for people to reduce stress or just what it's generally used for. And we also made a short video which is supposed to give you that tingly feeling ASMR gives.
I bet it'll give you the tingles. Bye bye. Can you tell us your name and your position in Epitaph, please?
Yes, I'm Veronica, and I'm the editor-in-chief of the Epitaph.
To start off, where does the Epitaph get its name from?
So, the first newspaper, the west of the Rockies, was called the Epitaph, so we basically just took that name and then we used it for our own.
How does the Epitaph go from nothing to publishing a newspaper?
Okay, I'll just walk you through our cycle. So the beginning of our cycle usually starts with pitch session. So that's basically where we have a spreadsheet that has all of the ideas that we want to write about presented at the front of our classroom. And then we have people sign up for articles or whatever they want to do. And this includes things like social media, multimedia, etc. And then that day we have Design Draft 1, which is basically where pages meet and they figure out the basic version of what articles go on the page and also what the page layout is going to be. So that's Design Draft 1, and it's completed the day of pitch session. Design Draft 2 is on Thursday, so this means that the people who are page designers, they input everything on a program that we use called InDesign. And then there's a gap between Design Draft 2 and Design Draft 3 because that's when people write their articles. So there's section editors and EIC edits that the article has to go through before it goes on Design Draft 3, which is when the page has the most updated version of the illustrations, the photos, and the articles. At the end of the cycle, we have something called Production Week, where basically we stay at school for 2 days after school for 4 hours, and we work on the design of the page. And by the end of Production Week, our newspaper should be finalized, so it should be uploaded and completed and ready to be published. So at the end of each month, we usually have a distribution of our newspapers. Yes, and that is a cycle.
So, can you talk a little bit about why, what makes the Epitaph the best publication at Homestead?
So I think the Epitaph is special because our whole job is kind of voicing the opinions or perspectives of students who aren't usually being represented. Like, for example, we use things like the staff editorial to voice our own opinion on some issues that happen on campus, but we also profile different people that might deserve the attention but are not currently getting it. Like, for example, we have lifestyles profiles on people where it can highlight cool people on campus. I also think the Epitaph, it's a great way to train collaboration and teamwork, because the whole publication is built on people working together. If a deadline is not met, then that pushes back other people's deadlines. So I think being able to work together in a group dynamic and have a team effort really makes our publication unique.
What would you say to someone who is interested in joining that line?
I would say that if they're interested in trying to cover the student body and going to events that they would not typically expect to go to, then the Epitaph is a good way to discover more things that are happening on campus, especially if you're a freshman, if you're new to the Epitaph and to the Homestead campus. It could be a great way to get involved with the Homestead community.
So what is your name, grade, the publication you're part of, and your position in that publication?
My name is Catherine Lee. My grade is 11. The publication that I work for is Frontier.
And what's your position?
I'm an art editor.
And what is Frontier?
Frontier is Homestead's art and literary magazine, and we publish people's submissions. They can submit photography, visual art, or literature.
And is there a theme for these publications?
Yeah, every semester has a different theme, and people vote on the theme at GMs.
Okay, and how does your publication work? So how do you organize the art? What do you use to publish?
At the beginning of the year, we have a form that people can submit their art to, and then we filter through the submissions to look for things that people may have submitted that aren't really appropriate, and then we take those out. We use the art that the legitimate art that people submit, and we sort them into sort of categories to put on certain pages. We use Canva to design our magazine pages, and at the end of the semester we print.
What makes your publication the best out of all the publications at Homestead?
It's better because it's art, and art is better than boring text and sad little essays. No one wants to read an essay, but people want to look at art because it's pretty.
And what would you say to someone who's interested in joining?
I would say it's not really a huge commitment. You can just drop by any time if you're bored at lunch. All we really do at GMs is fun little activities, and we have photo shoots outside of it, but you don't have to do anything to earn hours. It's more of just a fun little relaxing club for you to go to, and you can submit whatever you want at any time.
Thank you for watching.
We've learned so much about the publications.
See you next time.